Yo, what's up everyone? See you back into the video. Today I am going to be checking out a Penguin Z0. It has been a minute since I have recorded. I shaved my head, you can probably see that. And if you're wondering the background, I moved into a new house. This is actually my closet. I'm going to be recording. You guys should see the setup right now. If you're wondering why my camera is like this, if you think when I start recording, if I'm looking up, just know it's because I got my monitor hanging up on the wall, so I have to look up for me to see the monitor. So just to let you guys know that if you guys are thinking I'm looking up at the ceiling, that's not what it is. If you enjoy this video, like, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram and Facebook. If you missed me, definitely do that. I am on my road to 100 subscribers. Once I do that, I'm going to be doing a special video. I don't know what I got planned once I reach 100, but it's going to be special. Let's get into it. This is a Penguin Z0 video. I don't know if I already said that before.
Like if it was me that was popping out. I got a couple things I want to yap about today. And I think it's only appropriate that I start with the topic that I have been glued to for many months now. The degeneracy in the Pokemon card community. There's been another arrest.
Surprise discovery at a Best Buy in Pasadena. A man was found inside.
I've seen people going crazy over freaking Pokemon. I'm like, dude, you guys ain't in middle school.
That closed store. A group of Pokemon card collectors were camping outside the Best Buy all night. They noticed a large police response and found out a man was still inside the store.
That is a surprisingly large police response there. That shit was looking like it was straight out of Rainbow Six Siege. They had
I haven't played that game in a minute.
About this individual that was hiding inside of Best Buy, presumably camping the restock.
We heard from witnesses who say they believe that man was hiding in the Best Buy before closing so that he could get to those Pokemon trading cards.
Like, why, man? Why? The fucking Pokemon. Like, what is... I don't get the same thing with those, like, what are those, like, Stanley Cups? Why do people give a shit so much? The freaking cups. The same with Pokemon cards. The freaking playing cards. What is so special about them?
That is peak male performance right there. Just take a peek at that perpetrator right there. That is the face of Team Rocket. Like, this guy, I think we could say with a high level of confidence, was definitely there for the Pokemon cards. But I imagine he was doing it out of his own self-preservation. He's probably seen all of the knuckle sandwiches that are flying in Pokemon restocks, because that is when PvP is enabled and it is just people fighting, and Pokemon cards are secondary. They're trying to beat the goddamn loot out of...
How do you even play Pokemon? Like, how do you even play Pokemon?
Everyone there, like it's GTA, but instead of dropping money, they're dropping Pokemon boxes in the aisles. So this guy probably saw all of that kerfuffle and decided the safest way was to just already be there when the restocks happen so he could grab the product and get out before anyone gets a chance to give him a fucking atomic wedgie and beat his face in.
Pokemon 151. Oh. Yeah. We're here for the 151.
I was just here for some Pokemon drop, you know, but I went to the restroom, not even 15 minutes. I come back and there's cops everywhere.
Picked a great name, but your voice doesn't quite match it?
We have a fix.
Voice mod gives you over a...
Why did every single one of them say they was looking for Pokemon?
That man, there you see him, was taken into custody.
Admittedly, this is new. I haven't seen any scalpers get arrested for this yet. This guy is a pioneer in the meta for the degeneracy in this community. So he got arrested for being in Best Buy past store closing, camping out there like he's a fucking old school prank YouTuber where they spend 24 hours in Target, how naughty, hiding in the toilet paper aisle, that kind of thing. He tried to pull that off in order to get a leg up on the mad dash for the new drop, well, restock, and he's getting thrown in the slammer for it seems, and they rolled in deep. They came up to this Best Buy looking like they were about to apprehend fucking Cobra Commander. But anyway, I wanted to yap about that guy's arrest, but now I want to get into a couple of other
I was gonna say, I know that can't be the end of the video.
First, the Call of Duty movie director. This is directed by a specimen named Peter Berg. Let me double check.
I did not even know that they're making a Call of Duty movie. I genuinely did not even know that. I think that seems a little bit like unnecessary. I don't know why you would need that movie, but
I actually can't remember. This guy hasn't made anything good, so it's hard for me to remember this name. Peter Berg. It is Peter Berg. Peter Berg.
what the? Is someone calling me? Hold up, guys. Dude, is someone calling me? Man, if you don't... Sorry, guys. Someone was calling me. Sorry. Let's get back into it.
Is the director that is slated to make the Call of Duty movie. This is an official production. This is a big budget Call of Duty movie. Peter Berg is most known, at least I believe, is most known for one of the most infamous flops that many people might recall. Battleship. The movie with...
They made a Battleship movie? Like, who needs that? Who even plays Battleship? I thought he was gonna say Morbius, because I know that movie did horrible. I really thought he was gonna say Morbius. I don't know why.
Rihanna. That's some of Peter Berg's finest top shelf work. And well, who better to make a Call of Duty movie than a washed up director like Peter Berg? A crazy fit, but it gets better. Because Peter Berg openly hates video games. He even specifically called out Call of Duty like 13 years ago. During an interview, Peter Berg...
But why is he doing it? He has to be forced. It's no way if he hates video games, he's willingly doing that.
Berg was asked for his take on war video games, and he replied, pathetic, pathetic, keyboard courage, can't stand it. The only people that I give a Call of Duty get out of jail free card to is the military. They're out there serving and they're bored and they want to entertain themselves. Okay, maybe. Kids? Uh-huh. And then he was asked if Navy SEALs play those games. He replied, some of them do, but I tell them I think it's pathetic. I think anyone that sits around playing video games for 4 hours, it's weak. Get out, do something. Yeah, get out, do something. Like, go watch Battleship the movie, directed by Peter Berg. I like how this fucking guy is a movie director, and he thinks that's just very high level, so much more sophisticated than playing games for a few hours, instead going to kill a few hours watching his dog shit films. He's so much better than you gamers. And then even says that he tells the SEALs that play games that they're pathetic. What a douchebag. What an absolute loser. So anyway... This is the director of the Call of Duty movie. He openly despises video games. I don't know if his mind's changed over the years. I doubt it. But it's actually so fascinating to me because this keeps happening. For some reason, the Hollywood humiliation ritual continues where they take a huge juggernaut IP and then marry it to a director or a team.
And what is it with, like, the most horrible movies always having the biggest budgets? Have you noticed that, like, dude, the movie could be absolute dog shit, but yet somehow it has a huge budget? I don't know why. Why?
That fucking hates it. Just openly, outright boasts about how much they don't like it. Most notably, the one I always go to is the Halo television series, where they even just stated proudly that they do not play...
And I hated that, too, because I was a huge fan of Halo, but after watching the show, I was like, what is this dog shit? Dude, I hated that so much because I was a huge fan of it and they completely messed it up.
Play the games and don't want to. They want to do something entirely different because they know better, that kind of thing. And there's plenty of examples of that happening with tons of IPs being adapted. And for some reason they keep doing that, even though it always fails and flounders. And there is numerous cases of taking beloved IP and pairing it with someone who also is passionate about the IP, delivering great products. So it doesn't have to be just take IP and give it to someone who hates it. You could take IP and give it to someone who likes it, and you'll get a better product for it. There's plenty of case studies of that happening, yet for some reason they keep doing shit like this, of giving it to someone who just doesn't like it and doesn't want to do it at all. They're just cashing in a paycheck. Blows my fucking mind, but... It's Call of Duty. Should really not expect anything else besides just the most lackluster shit ever.
Like, who's gonna be the villain? Some fucking military dude? I have the feeling like it's some military dude that betrayed them. And that's the fucking villain. Some fucking military dude.
Anyway, the last topic I briefly want to touch on is a new comedy that started. Raise your hand if you've heard of Kevin. No hands, huh? Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's something the Jedi wouldn't tell you about. It's like fucking Darth Plagueis. This is a show that's really flown under the radar. I've only heard of it because Matt sent me a review that was made about it. This is an Aubrey Plaza.
This looks like every show that's like Family Guy or like those Big Mouth. That looks like Big Mouth. Like the show Big Mouth, that's what it looks like.
Adult animation. And this review is scathing, to say the least. It is a brutal critique of it. And it was so intense that it piqued my curiosity, so I watched the first episode to see if it really is as bad as the review suggested it is. And even though I was only able to stomach one episode, I can comfortably say that it is... If for some reason, so many of these animated adult series now try and just emulate Big Mouth. Big Mouth is my least favorite comedy ever.
That's what I'm saying. Like, every single one tries to become something else. Like, the only ones I can say that's different, of course, Family Guy. That's kind of what started it. American Dad, Rick and Morty, Bob's BOGO. The Cleveland Show tried, but it failed. I don't like the Cleveland Show. I felt like it was trying too hard to be good. It tried really hard, but it just ended up being horrible. But the only ones I would say it's different, and The Simpsons. The Simpsons, Rick and Morty, American Dad to some degree, and Family Guy. Those shows are different. Which is still in the adult. You get what I'm saying.
By the way, I've said that a lot, and it remains true to this day. I think it is an insufferable, miserable, awful show to see.
And Bob's BOGO. Bob's BOGO, The Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, and Rick and Morty. I don't know if I said that. Rick and Morty, Family Guy, American Dad, The Simpsons, and Bob's BOGO.
It through, and yet for some reason it started a trend where everything else tries to be Big Mouth. It's like if you saw a pile of dog shit and you got inspired. You're like, oh wow, what a pile of dog shit. I bet I can make some of that shit myself. And then you go take a poop. Like, it blows my mind. But anyway, Kevin has the exact same DNA as Big Mouth, even shares the same style for the most part. So something that initially caught my eye in the review is about this attempt at a gag. So Kevin is a cat who lives in an apartment, and then his human couple breaks up, but he decides he can brave the world on his own. He doesn't need human companions. And a big thing about Kevin is he has a protuberant anus, a fact that is repeated with fervor that suggests the writers believe it to be powerful enough to merit a long-running gag badge. Stop talking about your deformed anus, slurs Kevin's alcoholic goose friend Chuck. It's not deformed, shouts Kevin. It's prolapsed. And lo, the soul begins its inexorable decline. When I first read that, I thought it was exaggeratory, but in the first episode alone, I'm pretty sure there were 4 mentions specifically about his deformed asshole. Kevin, your asshole's so freaky.
What the fuck? That sounds weird.
It's not freaky, it's prolapsed. Cue canned laughter, laugh sound effects. So it is something that they do seem to really like, is the catchphrase. And Kevin explains it that his brother, when they were kittens, was sucking on his asshole, causing it to prolapse, and that's why it looks that way, but it's totally normal. I really don't get what the obsession is with these adult animated shows needing to focus so specifically on animal assholes and cock. Like, just last year, and I know I yapped about this then, but just as a reminder, last year, there was something that came out called Fixed, from a legendary talent, Genndy Tartakovsky, who has made some masterpiece animated series. And for some reason, he squeaks this out, and everything that was marketed around it was all about dog butthole and dogs fucking, that kind of thing. And Kevin's like the same thing. Except...
What is our obsession with that?
With cats now in this one. Why does it have to be that way? Why? It's weird. It's not entertaining. It's just fucking odd. Anyway, back to Kevin though. Another line from the review that really had me interested in seeing if it is this bad was this. Laugh-wise, it's a washout. Punchlines collapse mid-punch. Other jokes make no sense. Here, for example, is Cupcake on why she is called Cupcake. Because if you like what's on the bottom, you are insane. This is not a joke. This is a handful of words in a raincoat. That's actually verbatim how it goes in the show, by the way. When she's explaining the origin of her name Cupcake, that is what she says. Because if you like what's on the bottom, you're insane, and then pushes him in. It's bad. Anyway, I watched that first episode, and I didn't want to feel like it was all for nothing, entirely wasted time, so I just wanted to briefly yap about it. Then I at least tried it after reading the review. I didn't like it. Anyway, yeah, these are just a few topics I wanted to yap about. That's really about it. So yeah.
That was an interesting video. I'm not gonna lie, that last part with him saying about those shows, yeah, those shows sound weird as fuck. Like, bro, fucking 2 shows, one about fucking cat assholes and one about dog assholes. Like, what?
Dominate the Rift with Opera GX.
Didn't I just pause
Install
it?
any of
I don't get this computer sometimes. I can pause the video and yet it still plays. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, and again, if I'm looking up here, just know it's because the camera's up here, but I'm trying to angle it properly since my monitor's hanging up. If you enjoy this video, like, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram and Facebook. Please get me to 100 subscribers. I'm going to be doing a special video for that. I still am thinking about what I want to do, but I want it to go legendary. Anyways, you guys, see you.